We've just bumped into Swing Sling and they're going to give us a demonstration on their product, which you said it's suitable for all clubs, isn't it?
Yeah, so basically it's the only training aid that works for both left-handed, right-handed golfers, any shape and size, because it's fully adjustable, but it works with every single club in the bag from putter through to driver. It's when you say that to some people, they're like, how can one product be so universal to work with every club in the bag, but also be suitable for the putter? Okay. So what you've got with the product is, as I say, fully ambidextrous, left and right-handed, fundamentally focusing on the flying elbow and chicken wing.
Yeah. Why have I not been practicing and using this? That is exactly my problem.
So the fundamental thing you think about is there's a lot of different ways that, people have different ways of getting to the end goal.
Yeah.
And for us, when you look at what works for me and what worked for Steve invented this back in the 80s and left this in a cupboard somewhere for a long time.
Yeah.
Is the fact that Steve's got some friends who are professional golfers and are trying to help him improve his game. So what frustrated you, Steve?
They used to teach the gloves or the head covers under the arm, which I used to hate with a vengeance, because it gives you the sensation of not concentrating on your swing, just keeping the pieces under your arm.
Very true.
So as an engineer, it told me to go away and make something. So I developed this in the 80s. So the only time that you will feel anything from it is when you exceed the tolerances that you've already set.
Do you know what?
There are two molds. The mold you're in at the minute is full swing, every club, driver to a lob wedge.
Yeah.
And we'll show you the second one, which is the one we get the most feedback, which is for the short game, pitch and chipping and putting.
Right.
So what you've got with the swing sling in this position is to say, full swing is not a problem. So what you tend to find with a lot of people who've got the flying elbow and chicken wing is that when they're coming back on the inside, you'll catch this off the heel.
This is me. I have got a chicken wing.
Yeah.
So and yeah, my ball striking is more heel. Yeah.
Yeah. So what you've got with this now is we'll just get that out the way. You just wrap that round to keep it out the way so it doesn't distract you. So instead of having something that's under the arm or trying to, because what's happening is you're restricting the golf swing.
Yeah.
This is restricting the flying elbow because it's trying to keep you connected.
Yeah, it is. I can feel it. Like if I'd have done that without this on, that elbow would have been coming out.
Yeah. So just think about tempo and relax and just get to hands up to shoulder height and just rotate through.
I mean, that's folded a lot better, hasn't it?
Yeah. So what we tend to find first is a few people will catch them a bit skinny.
Yeah.
Because you tend to coming up out of it a little bit. And it's only because you're just feeling a little bit unnatural. But it's about getting yourself back into.
I like that feeling. It's like making me feel as though it's squeezed in.
So the whole aspect about the double elasticated band works in two ways.
Yeah.
A, to stop it riding up and down the arm.
Yeah.
And also to give that sensation of feeling of keeping it on the inside and keeping connected.
That feels great, that.
It's nice and simple.
You're playing it?
Well, it's quite funny. One of my friends and guys, he put it on to do the long drive competition and absolutely nutted one.
I suppose in your practice rounds, you can do what you want, can't you?
It is, because it's all about getting yourself, it's about keeping yourself in that zone. So where we get the next greatest feedback is the hardest shot in golf is the 25 to 70 yard pitch chip shot. So
this could be for you, Dan. Dan's somebody does it stop you breaking your wrist?
Well, it's not going to go on your wrist, but what it does is it promotes that nice, simple rotation and arms.
He needs this, not me.
So what we do now is, obviously we're in this certain position, so what we do now is we just grab the thumb. Yeah. So thumb forward, right? So thumb forward, and then the arm goes in the bucket. Hand in inside, hand in the bucket. So this is the pitching and chipping now. So what this does now is, the whole thing about pitching and chipping is to keep a controlled shot. So if you're going past the 9 o'clock element, you lose control. So what it does is it promotes rotation there. It actually stops you going past 9:30. Yeah. So what you've got then is, for me, from a practicing perspective, is you work with I work with my 4 wedges, and I'm just there keeping it straight and coming through.
It does. It makes you turn your chest and your shoulders.
Exactly, yeah. So you're using all the bigger muscles. Yeah. So instead of getting all handsy, which I know a lot of players are touch and feel, but for those who are trying to build the golf swing and those that haven't got that confidence, it's all about keeping yourself nice and compact, keep it on plane and come through.
Have you got one big enough for him?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I want you to have a go.
Yeah. So think about getting to 9 o'clock. Don't hinge, just get to 9 o'clock and come through.
What, there,
yeah,
9 o'clock?
That's it.
Yeah, I like that.
So what are you playing off at the moment?
6.
6. You're telling you, I'll give you 6-7 months. If you just work from, 50, 60 balls a day, just working with your wedges, up to you'll get to a point where you'll be at 500-600 balls a weekend dead easy. You'll get down to 0.5, 1 dead easy. Because there'll be certain elements of the game where it's that ball striking where you can aim at the target and it'll stick on that second bounce.
Yeah.
And that's where the confidence comes. So all you're doing is just think about the distance, get your landing zones, and then you're in and you're done. Because that's what got me down to 0.7. So I say it took me 7-8 months. But you got to be diligent with what you're doing. And it's like everything, the more you focus, the more you put in, the more you get out. It's your game, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so all you're doing is get your thumb, pull that out, and put your hand in the bucket. Okay? So hands in the bucket.
Yeah.
So now we're in that sort of restrictive environment without being restricted.
Yeah.
So there's two positions I want you to work on. One is going 8 o'clock to the 4 o'clock, and then the other one's going to work until 9 o'clock without the hinge, just taking it straight back and coming through to 3 o'clock. They're the only two things I want you to work on. So 6-7 shots going to 9 o'clock. So you're not going to skull a few of these because that's just generally what happens when you first start. Okay, don't break your wrists. Okay, just take
He's
it
been
back.
telling me for I don't know how many years.
Yeah. Just
I just can't do
so
it, can I?
just all you want to do is just focus on straight arms going forward and backwards like a pendulum.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much sweeping up you do in the house, but just think about it. So that's all you want to focus. Don't worry about the wrist, so just try and keep it like a pendulum. That's it, yeah. Nice and simple, but they're just promoting contact. Right, we're going to catch a few of them skinny, but the thing is, keeping them straight because you're just getting from point A to point B, backwards and forwards. Okay, so what you're doing there is you're going and hitting that hit, rotate.
Yeah.
You're trying to hit the ball, rotate. It's a golf swing, not a golf hit. Good double hit, we got that on camera.
Does that look good fly?
So what I want you to do now is, see that foot?
Yeah.
Just pigeon toe it open a bit. Just to open up the hips. That's it. So that's it, just that little pigeon toe and just think about just turning through, just think about that buckle coming through. So the thing with this is you've got to do all the board and stuff first, you've got to build it up.
Yeah.
So just get into that 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock come through and you build up through that range of the motion on the clock. So we'll have one more with it on and then we've got to take it off because we've got to get that muscle memory going of on, off, on, off. So that's it. So then all you do now is hand out, got to get it out.
Yeah.
You've got to try and replicate it on its own because we've got to get that sensation of having it off. So that's not going to do anything with the short stuff. So 3 shots with it off and just think about that rotation there. So you went straight back to...
Feels even worse
Yeah,
now.
well the thing is, you went straight back to the wrist action then.
Yeah.
Because with it off,
It's not.
it's that sensation of having it on. So just think about there. Nearly. So a lot better. Lot better than where it was. So where you remember is it promoting this connection of where the ball. So then we put it back on, 3 on, and then 7 with 3 off, and then 7 with it on.
That one.
Hand in the bucket. That's it.
That one.
Yeah, that's it. Hand in the bucket. That's it. So So it's just this pop off the face. That's all we want to try in here.
Yeah.
Just nice and easy. And it's just all nice, relaxed tempo. And then it's just a change of the angle of the club then to get the distance of where we want to go. And then take it off, and then we get. So because you've got to give them muscles a bit of relaxing time, you see. And then what you're doing is it's just that slow, trying to condense down into the position that we want to get to. So I mean, you give, say, after a month of doing a little drill, say 50, 60 shots at most when you first start, as I say, them small muscles will be sore because you're creating a swing that you've not created before. And even though it's low impact and it's not doing anything, you're still feeling it, still using it.